has been arrested. That is Vidyar High, Mr. Rustam Kerawala.
Yes.
So, like, few more staffs who are involved must also to be taken into custody, like principal, PRO, etc. people. Because chairman is in the highest level. The next is immediate, the authorities are principal, headmaster and PRO, etc. They should be taken into custody so that what they are trying to usher will come to know. Truth will be revealed. Because there can be big racket also behind this. There are pornographic videos. They are being exported to foreign countries. Child rape, all this recorded, and they are all being sent to abroad.
Right.
And there will be many people who will be involved in this. There's a big racket behind this, and you'll have to go deep into that. Police has to immediately take the principal and other authorities also into custody.
Mr. Nixon, do you think that if the necessary action was taken against the Vidyar High authorities?
Still it is a process only. They are just trying, because he is a very wealthy man and it is very difficult to touch him.
Absolutely, but I'm saying that if all those who were concerned were taken into custody, do you think that in this particular case the school would have immediately reported the incident?
Yeah, they should have reported. And secondly, see, one school has to be de-recognized. Then only it is a lesson for all other schools,
Absolutely.
Everywhere the things are happening, one or two schools to be de-recognized by the board, then the awareness will come. Yes, we are going to lose the business and, we have lost everything. That feeling should come in the owners of the institutions, Chairman's involvement must be there. The first day when he addressed, so there was a guilt and fear in his eyes. You can see the recording. First day when he was arrested and he came in front of the people. I mean, before that, a day before, when he came in front of public,
right.
And you can see the fear and guilt in his eyes when he faced the parents. He said, okay, he can be hanged, all that he told. But he knew that what was going on inside, and he is the one behind everything. And it was just, he gone scot-free. I was thinking in my mind that, he may fly abroad. The same truth has come. He was trying to go to Dubai. So much of, involvement is there.
Right.
So there are school vans also. There is no safety. See, RTO has given many guidelines that, their children's details, phone numbers, parents' details, all should be available in the vans. So where it is available, you just show me one single van.
Absolutely.
Let it be any reputed institution. Where are the children's names displayed? You tell me. If there is an accident like railway track, the children have died. It is very difficult to identify the bodies when the accident happened. So if the names are there displayed, we will know that which child and belong to which community, where all those details should be made available. No?
Right.
So nothing is there.
Right.
So
thank you so much for talking to News 9. Unfortunately, we do not have too much time there. But what he's trying to state is that there needs to be more checks and balances of sorts to ensure that these schools do not go ahead and commit such acts, that they're actually scared that they will have to face the repercussions of the same. Now, after this incident came to light, we spoke to a member of the Child Welfare Commission, Mr. Edward Thomas, and here's what he had to tell us about this particular case.
This was actually given by, information was being given by some of the newspaper reporters. They asked us whether we have any information. So on that information, we have decided to take a suo motu case on this particular case. Now, we have already informed the BEO to go to the place and make an inquiry on this particular issue. And we are also writing to the police. We are also writing to the school, give a report on what has happened and what are the issues. We have to write to them.
All right.
So we are already writing to the school.
Okay.
Because that's the reason we have already made an inquiry over the phone. We have already given the BO to reach up there. So now BO is already making the inquiry.
Also,
now whatever we do, we can also do over the phone. But at the same time, we have also to write to them officially that these are the requirements from the commission. See, as the information that we have received, there is no complaint has been registered. The particular child who had been complained to the principal has sent this person for a long leave. That's the information that we have received. See, actually, there is something called section sexual harassment. According to section 11, sexual harassment means following the child, maybe, following the child with a sexual intent, or, taking the photographs of the child, the child becomes very uncomfortable. It is not necessary that we need to touch the child, but give a lead with a sexual intent. So, if this has been proved, and the child has just said, okay, the teacher has looked at me and I am feeling very uncomfortable. Now we need to make an inquiry. Is there anything more than that? As of now, nothing. Now the BO has gone. See, we have a very good system. See, when you look at the commission, we should look at this point of view. See, we have the police, we have the education, we have the women and child, we have various departments. When this kind of cases come, they are the one who is to first interact with the with all these kind of people. Now, when we are saying that we have taken a suo motu complaint, it is for us to make sure that the inquiry goes on the proper order and make sure that everything goes on the right path. So right now we are not intending to meet the parent. We are asking all the department to handle it. Yeah. Actually, if the school hush up, section 21 says punishment for failure to report a case. Any sexual harassment that is happening, and if they are aware of that, if information is not given, and there will be, especially for the school, and they will have 1 year of imprisonment. This will go to the management, because who are all trying to cover up the case, who are all involved in covering up, and what has exactly happened. So we need to make an inquiry. Even actually, Vibroya School also is not only the chairperson. I was listening to your conversation. It is not only the particular chairperson. Now there must be many people who knew about this incident.
Absolutely.
So all this inquiry will be done on the teachers or the management who are all trying to cover that. So it will come on to each individual. I think police is making inquiry on that. Actually, school may not be aware of these kind of things. See, how can you send somebody, the moment there is a complaint, send him for long leave? There is nothing about a long leave. The school should have made an inquiry on that and fix him on what he has done. He has to give explanation. I think this is a type of escapism that the school is doing. Sending for a long leave, or the school may not be aware of the new act.
Edward Thomas, who is the CWC member, who went on to tell us that as of now they've started an inquiry. The BEO is on his way there. They've written to the corps. They're also going to write to the school to find out exactly what took place. Yet another shocking incident where a school is trying to hush up an incident that took place just to save their reputation. We're joined in by Girish now from Bemal Layout. Mr. Girish, go ahead. What do you have to say? Girish, can you hear me? Dinesh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Mr. Dinesh, go ahead.
Yeah, this is another shocking incident. And I don't know I don't know. I just opened the TV right now and I am hearing it. I need to get full details. Is there any complaint has been lodged by the parents?
Absolutely not.
Why it is not lodged? There is a pressure from the school authorities?
Absolutely. We understand that they have spoken to the school directly. The school has stated that they will take the necessary action. They didn't bother to bring it to light to the police.
No. Because what the police is doing then?
The police wasn't aware of the story, Mr. Dinesh.
No. They should have raised it to police, no? And at least now it is coming on TV. Why there is no action from the police?
Right.
We are seeing all these such barbaric incidents so many times. Why police is keeping mum? I don't understand. So if it is coming on TV and it is transmitted over, a lot of people can see that. So what's happening? I don't understand. It is quite surprising and shocking.
Do you think the police is turning a blind eye to such incidents?
Can I come again?
Do you think the police is turning a blind eye to such incidents, Mr. Dinesh?
Yeah, definitely. And I think they are before doing anything, they are thinking about a lot of things. Okay, whose institute is this? What is it having power? What is it having influence?
Absolutely.
This is all bullshit. I can say that. Okay, they said whoever it may be the school belongs. Okay, those institutes police should take immediately charge. Okay, go them, take strict action, keep everyone take into custody, take all the strict laws. What is happening? I don't understand. Okay, just before we had all these days we have been hearing again such incidents happens and school authorities is allowing that person, that instructors to go on leave. This is shameful. Okay, whoever conducts that school should be immediately closed. Actually.
Absolutely, absolutely, Mr. Dinesh. We get your point. Thank you so much for talking to News 9 and sharing your views with us. Yet another shocker coming to light, yet another school trying to hush up a case where a child complained that she wasn't too comfortable with the way a teacher and instructor was looking at her. Well, school children have gathered in huge numbers on Old Madras Road in protest of the 6-year-old rape case in Vibgyor High. The students were seen calling for better safety of children in the city and ensuring that justice is meted out in the rape case. Over 600 students have gathered with their teachers on Old Madras Road. Well, these students were seen holding up placards. It was a silent march where they did not scream slogans, but were seen holding up very strong messages demanding that crimes against women, against children be stopped. This is with regards to what happened in Vibgyor High. So these children have decided to come out and stop child abuse is the message that they are trying to send out. These students belonged to the Gopalan International School and they gathered together in huge numbers at Old Madras Road with a message to send out. In fact, they stood outside a mall so that a number of people would be able to see the message that they have to put across to society. And Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha has filed a criminal case against a woman who has for long been claiming to be his stepsister. A criminal case has been filed against Jayalalitha and Jayakumar as the duo claimed to be the siblings of the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister. In fact, Shailaja had been interviewed in several channels where she had gone ahead and in length stated that she was related to the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister. She also claimed that while they weren't immediate brothers and sisters, she claimed that she was Jayalalitha's stepsister and that the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister even knew of her existence. Shailaja also stated that she has a brother called Jayakumar and that both of them are related to Jayalalitha. In fact, it didn't stop with that. The 60-year-old woman who has suddenly come out of the blue states that Jayalalitha has been ignoring her despite knowing the fact that she lives in Bengaluru. She's also gone ahead and pulled up a lot of political decisions by Jayalalitha. And while there was uproar in the assembly session as members of the opposition alleged the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah had illegally denotified land for Arkavati layout. A verbal spat ensued between the Chief Minister and Jagdish Shettar, following which the assembly was adjourned for 30 minutes. And Siddaramaiah, with regards to the charges, refuted all of them and said that he will retire from politics if proven wrong if he is found guilty of denotifying land. He said that he had not denotified even a single gunta of land since becoming the Chief Minister. Leader of the opposition Jagdish Shettar alleged that the Chief Minister had given the green signal for issuing denotification letter dated June 18, 2014. He said that Siddaramaiah went ahead despite knowing that it was in violation of guidelines laid down by the Karnataka High Court.